sit down. And hello out there. It's time for... Whoa, you guys rock. And if you're just joining us, you are in time for You and I. And thank you for tuning in. I'm still your host, Mona Lisa Chinda, and the show continues right after this timeout.
Give me your hand, do not be afraid. I promise I'll stand by you all the way. Here is my shoulder, if you need a friend, I'll be your anchor on whom you can depend. With Mona Lisa.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest is Charles Novia.
Is that how? Thank you.
Hey!
Thank you.
Please go sit down.
Thank you. Good.
Yeah. Welcome to You and I.
My pleasure.
Yes. Now, we have a tradition in this show, which is you have to take a pledge.
A pledge?
Yes, a pledge.
What kind of pledge?
What kind of pledge? Hold my hands.
Okay.
Let's begin from there. And
2 hands. Hold hands.
yes. I am Charles Novia. I promise to say the truth. Repeat after me now.
Oh, okay.
I am Charles Novia.
I am Charles Novia.
I promise to say the truth.
I promise to say the truth.
Nothing but the truth.
Nothing but the truth.
Amen.
Amen.
Is that okay?
Good, good. Sure. That's not even a problem.
Okay. That's the simplest of them all.
The simplest, yeah.
Yes. Okay. I have a personal beef with you. Let me just start with that first. And that is to say that you are a prolific movie maker. And I've never featured in any of your movies. Yes. What is it with me? Is it that I'm just too light for you?
Too light?
Or you have something dangerously, like something against me?
Okay.
Or I'm not just good enough?
I think you're quite a good actress. I've seen you on stage. I've seen you on TV. But I think you belong to, since we're saying the truth, I think you belong to a clique.
A clique?
A clique
of
a production arm in the industry where I feel you have pinpointed your talent.
That's not nice.
And I do not...
That's not nice.
Yeah. And I do not do cliques, you know? I do talent. But when I feel a talent has been portrayed too much from a particular sector or particular section, I just let that talent be. So, because you are reinventing yourself now with the talk show, I'll consider from now maybe.
It's okay. That's how it is. It's fine. No thanks to you.
You said I should say the truth, right?
No, but you're on point, you're on point. And Charles, what do bloggers, what do they want from female entertainers?
You have a mix of everybody commenting. You have the frustrated, you have the sublime, then you have...
The haters.
Now, this is how it works. More often than not, the 19-year-olds, the 17-year-olds, the 21-year-olds, those ones that their fathers
I was going to come
disowned,
to that. I was going to come to that.
you know, or
Yes.
something that are frustrated with the system.
Yes.
They are the ones that are trolls. They call them trolls. If you do a demographic study of all of them, they call them trolls. They just sit down and they are checking all the blogs and anything. So you see them giving hateful comments. Sometimes you have your very close friends too,
Who
know
don't
you.
like you, and they don't like
And they
you.
know everything, they don't like
I
it. They
totally
go under
agree.
anonymous and
Yes,
they type.
and
Then you
begin
start
to-
seeing everything, they'll type your history. Oh, that is how she was in shoots at the other day eating amala and blah, blah, blah. So you look at it, you start, who is this person? Who the hell is this person? So the social media has given a voice to a whole lot of crazy people. You understand? So whatever, that's what I'm saying. Whatever it is, that's what they say. What you don't bring your whole personnel.
Yeah, so basically,
You know?
we should also tailor what we give out there to the public.
Yeah.
You should always present yourself in a positive light, so that way, people don't run you down unnecessarily. So sometimes we are to be blamed for what we put out there, so that's fine. So I want to ask you, are these bloggers, are they competing with the traditional media, or they're helping to destroy it?
Traditional media is much more conservative because there are principles of
Yes,
and
governing
ethics of
it.
journalism,
Thank
you know,
you,
which the traditional media they adhere to. The bloggers are much more sensational. They are, because there is no regulation, as it were, in that terrain. they tend to go overboard a whole lot. And so often you don't know which is gossip and which is the truth. And sometimes they overdo it. So just to get some sort of traffic and to trend, they create stories. They create a whole lot of stories. So you know, this is what they do. They can sit down and just say, okay, I want to write about Mona. I want to say Mona. I saw Mona Lisa, kissing somebody, somewhere. Another.
Which you have to declare yourself.
And then they will write it.
Yes.
So if we get a whole lot of traffic, then you would now come out to say it is a lie.
Okay.
And they will put it there too.
That's what they want.
If you get the same lot of traffic.
So you're advising that half the time when it's not necessary to want to defend yourself, just let it go.
No, but you have to defend yourself because whatever is put out there is history for life.
But Alisa would not want to defend herself because one, it's part of, I mean, giving them,
Yeah, but the way you defend, that's why you must have a publicist. Publicist will just put out a one-pager, I mean, a one-paragraph statement that this is nothing like that. So it's not you who would definitely be doing that. So that's why all artists or celebrities, you should have a publicist as much as possible who would take care of all those kind of infractions.
True. Charles, you are a strong commentator on social media, especially on social and political issues, and some of your comments are strong, controversial, and acidic. So why are you so hard and why are you so controversial? Why are you all over the place?
I don't know what you mean by controversial. I think in this, I mean, in the recent of the word, I think in this part of the world, when we are not used to people coming out to say things the way they should be said. I have never been one to sit on the fence. I take a stand and I say it the way it is. That is, you have to now come to terms with the personality. That is me as Charles Novia. So it is an sort of transposition of my personality into what I write. And what I write, even if people who know me, like close friends and people who know me, know that I don't mince words when I want to say things. So it's not, I do not believe in diplomatics, yes, when I'm writing, I just say it the way it should be. Now, in saying it, because you are hitting, maybe you're talking about something and a subject and all that, it may rile a lot of people. People might get, what is this, how is this, and all that. But, what is said is said. And before I say anything or before I write anything, I have done my research.
But why are they so personal? I mean, the way
what
you
do you mean
attack,
personal?
The way
Tell
you
me.
attack, the way you attack.
Attack, that's the wrong word.
Well,
critique,
how is it
critique,
wrong?
critique.
No,
because
you critique
you're on the
attack.
other side. You are seeing it as
attack.
As attack.
Yeah, but you're not being constructive in your criticism.
Wow!
Sometimes. Sometimes. Honestly, Charles. Sometimes you're just too forward. You're too. You just want to bring out that pain from the person that is already trying to manage himself in especially the female actresses. You're always hitting out hard on them. Why is that?
Well, I think we have not used to what is called post-mortem of our actions here in Nigeria. I'm a theater artist, first and foremost. My first degree was in theater.
Yes.
And in the theater, when you finish a production, you should know, we'll sit down and do a post-mortem. And post-mortem is where you sit down and say, this is what I think should be done, and it's harsh. Many of the people in the industry, the entertainment industry, are not used to that kind of things. We have been used to a situation wherein our friends amongst us, the journalists and all that amongst us, we are too close. So we don't tell each other the truth. Just like you're telling me that I attack, which I'm saying, no, I don't. For the intellectual slant, who would see that, you will see what a critique is. And then there's a little bit of what they call colloquialism in what I write. And that is my style. It's a style, you write and all that. But if you write, you want to write with all roses and flowers, that's all good. But if you want to write with all acid and all that, it's another style. But I think the whole idea is, did the message get across? Are we reining in our excesses? Because as human beings, we have our excesses, and nobody is telling you, hey, what you are doing is wrong. And first of all, let me get this thing.
I agree with that. Excesses has to be curbed sometimes. But I'm agreeing with you, but not in totality, not completely.
Okay, but you know what I have to say to that, just to finalize that part. It's not going to change. It's going to get worse.
My name is Afilamana, and my question is, as a blogger, have you ever received or gotten any lawsuits on the stories you have written?
Well, I think that is that should be more for the other bloggers who do more of gossip. I do more of critiques on my blog. That's why I said my blog is a niche blog. It reports what is already on trending, that is, I feel, is credible. So for that, no. But on Twitter, I've received a lot of threats, even death threats from some crazy
Let's hear
kind
your
of people.
recent death.
Oh well, I did a critique, on some guy who walked all the way from Lagos to Abuja, and was being celebrated. And I'm by nature I'm an analytical person. I'm logical. I think logically. I do not think emotionally. I think logically. And
you calculated?
I calculated that this is not right. I mean, there's no way. Even if you are the healthiest person in the world, even if you are not trained for walking and you walk even 1 day or 2 days, you will collapse.
That's
so
right.
there's no way a guy would walk from Lagos to Abuja in 19 days or 18 days
And
or
so
20
he
days.
decided to...
So I put it out there on my Twitter, just my thoughts on Twitter, and then it was receiving a whole lot of trending and all that. But somebody wrote and said he was going to kill me, and so I said, okay, this guy, you want to kill me?
And
so
then
I
you
put
went
out
on
there,
to
said, this guy who says he wants to kill me, this is the person, blah blah blah. I'm not scared, but it's to put such people like that on notice that you cannot put my voice down because you think you have a contrary opinion.
That's right.
That is why we are here. It's like that.
This is totally, I'm blown away. Thank you so much.
I'm quite pleased to be here. I'm happy. Beautiful audience, great show, and I'll do a critique on this one of these days.
Yay!